What's up, you guys? So we are going to do two things, two in one. Kill two birds with one stone. We're going to detail basically a pretty good wash, sudsy wash on the track car. And I'm going to update you guys on what our plans are for 2022, going into 2023. This car hadn't been washed, man, in probably 2 years. I think my shop had rinsed it off one time before I went and picked it up in August. But other than that, it was just dusty, fingerprints everywhere, just a filthy mess. So I had actually intended on going to Petite Le Mans this day because Road Atlanta is literally 20 minutes from my house. And, I feel like we're actually getting close to getting this car back on track. So I decided to, hey, let's just stay at home, get Petite Le Mans playing on the TV in the garage, and let's just wash the car. Let's spend some quality time with the car. So I put the front bumper back on. It usually stays off because my driveway is so steep to get out to the street. So the front bumper usually stays off, but I put it on. I wanted to test fit it. I have not been able to properly test it with the Professional Awesome under tray ducts that are on there. So we're going to do that here soon as well. But I grew up detailing cars, man. I started at 15 or 16 years old working for my uncle home in Jacksonville, detailing all day, detailing cars. We detail, the Electric Authority trucks that they use to work on telephone poles. We were detailing all kinds of stuff. I got my first new car when I turned 17, and I fell in love with detailing, and I was detailing. I would wash that car literally every other day. I think I was 16. I was 16 when I got that car, and I would wash that car every day. I washed my car when I was in Chicago playing football. I washed all my cars all the time. I even washed in like 20 degrees. I would run inside, get some hot water with a bucket, run outside, wash one section of the car till my hands froze, run back inside, run back outside, wash another section, rinse that off, run back inside. One of my college buddies was there with me watching. He was just sitting on the couch shaking his head like, what are you doing? But anyways, man, I enjoy detailing, and so we're gonna clean the track car up, man, get it nice and shiny a little bit. So next time we go to the track, it'll look halfway decent. We're gonna repaint this car at some point, man, but we have got to get some laps in first, man. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, we gotta make sure this car is functional, it's competitive, and it's handling like we need it to, like we expect it to. And once that's the case, then we'll start upgrading some other stuff. Like, we got a host of upgrades that are planned, but not until we have a reliably running car. So if you look at this hood, man, you can see the water beads on there. That's literally just a product of me using Turtle Ice products on it. Ice and ceramic coatings on it. They are readily available, and if you know anything about detailing, you would know probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago, anything that was a Turtle product was a joke. Like, you would not let any of that stuff touch your car. But nowadays, man, they have really done a 180, and these products are awesome. I use them on all my cars. They're not super expensive. You don't need, like, a license to apply them like some ceramic coatings. And these outperform a lot of very expensive high-end products. So Turtle Ice Wax, Turtle Flex Wax, Turtle ceramic coating. These things work very, very well. And as you can see, this car has been through it. This car's been through it, sitting in a dusty shop, sitting outside at the shop, all kinds of places, and still has beads on it, man. So if you guys have a chance, you want to check those products out. And here I just got a new pressure washer just for detailing, so it doesn't need to be like some honking gas power thing. And I have a Adams spray cannon, foam cannon with Adams foam wash, and it makes a good little combo. So we can get a whole bunch of suds on here. But anyways, we're gonna speed this up a little bit so it doesn't take forever while I'm washing the car. And I'm gonna tell you guys kind of what our plans are going into later this year. So man, it's really been since 2017 that we've done regular track days. Like, it's been a long time, and that was obviously not intentional. But at the end of 2017, I just had my daughter. We just had my daughter, and I got rear-ended at Road Atlanta. I purposefully took 2018 off. Just sent the car off to the body shop, told them to fix it, and I said I'm taking 2018 off from the track. I did not want the distractions, the time-consuming, nature of doing track days. I did not want that in my life. So took 2018 completely off. Didn't even think about going to the track. 2019 rolled around. I was planning on going to Mid-Ohio for NASA Nationals. And then we would find out the hard way that we still had a lot of parts that were still not functioning properly due to being rear-ended on a turbo car with all kinds of turbo piping and things of that nature that were damaged in the accident. So we spent a lot of time trying to chase down things and fix things and replace things, and it was maybe August before we got a couple of decent laps on a new suspension, mind you. We just put our Fortunato suspension on. We just got all this stuff, and we just barely made it to the last kind of track event that we could get to before having to go out to Nationals. We limped to Nationals, had a disappointing finish there, realized that we hadn't even adjusted the shocks at all. They were out of the box settings on the shocks, and it was overall just very disappointing. So I think that was kind of it for 2019. And then COVID happened in 2020, and it was just, everything was shut down for a long time. And we made it out to CMP in November of 2020, and the car, we kind of settled some of the issues with the shocks. I think the sway bars were not right either, and the car did pretty well. Did a 34 at CMP, a little tentative. Car was still pushing in high-speed corners, and then I think, so that was the end of 2020. And I think we went out to Road Atlanta, and remember, that video is on my YouTube channel. That video is entitled Rusty, because I hadn't been doing anything. I think I went to Road Atlanta first before I went to CMP. That's what happened, because CMP was in November. So I went out to Road Atlanta. It had been over a year since I drove on the track, and I was rusty in that video. So then after that, being rusty and then going to CMP, turned a fairly decent time. Then it was an entire another year. Like in 2021, I had to relocate my business. So I ended up having to use my trailer to run my business, run, fitness stuff outdoors. And so I just really didn't have the time or the energy after doing all that to put the track car on, because I would have to go unload all of my equipment, go back home, put the track car on there, go do what I was going to do, go back home, take the track car off, go back to the storage, put all my equipment back on. That was just too much work, man. So I took off most of early 2021, and then August of 2021, we put it in the shop, rebuilt the transmission, put new turbos on, and we were, looking forward to getting it ready for the end of 2021. Little did we know, we were embarking on a long period of futility and frustration, trying to figure out why the car would not control boost. So another year later, 2022, which is basically now, still haven't been on track in 2 years, basically. And I think we have a car that is going to be pretty fast when it's all said and done. So all we need now is a tune, and we'll go to the dyno. I'll post a video about that. But now we just got to get a tune. My tuner is in Utah, and he's a hard guy to get in touch with. He does some tuning for Porsche Motorsports, and Pikes Peak tuning and stuff like that. So we're gonna get on the dyno here pretty soon and get all of our paperwork done for NASA, etc., and just get a couple tunes, like a lower boost tune and higher boost tunes, just to get it ready for the track. We have not had an opportunity to just test our our under tray splitters that we got from Professional Awesome. They're huge, so we want to test those out. And our gearbox, we redid the gearbox completely. Third, fourth, and fifth. Third is a straight cut gear. Fourth gear and fifth gear are stock turbo gears. But then we got a GT2 RS main shaft so that we could put a GT2 RS second gear in there, because the second gear for the stock 996 turbo is useless on track, but the second gear for the GT2 RS is not. So we haven't tested any of the stuff: turbos, gearbox, gear ratios, under tray splitters, and the car was handling pretty well. I mean, we did a 28.1 at Road Atlanta with, none of this stuff having been done, with the turbos that were kind of fading near the end of their life. And this car should be substantially faster. These turbos are very strong, and I think we finally might have sorted out the high-speed understeer issue, which I believe may have been the sway bars. We also have some changes to the tire profile as well to get a little bit more rake in the car. The splitter in the front was sitting up too high, so I fixed that. You can see it's super low now, might be 2 inches off the ground. This car is going to be fast, man. I honestly believe that. Now, I say that every time we get ready to go back on track. I say it's going to be fast. but I really mean it this time. Like, I think we're really going to have a fast, competitive car, going into next year. I don't think we're going to run any competitions this year. There's a slight chance we might do Road Atlanta in December, but I'm doubting it. Like, I really just want to get a couple DEs under my belt before I go out and try to compete, because you can get over your head, start trying too hard and doing stuff, and I just don't have the seat time to do that, to just do one DE after 2 years and then go back out straight to all out effort. So blow drying the car off here, man. This is also a new technique. I've never really done blow drying off. It's pretty cool, man. I still like kind of a big towel instead, but I'll do some kind of combination of that. So future plans, 2022, we're going to plan to go to NASA Nationals at Pittsburgh International Race Course, or whatever it's called. And so we'll make a couple trips up there to do that. And we lost some lap records, man. We lost Savannah, Roebling, which has been repaved. We lost VIR. We lost Mid-Ohio. Those are all lap records that we want to get back. And so if the car's up to it, we're gonna make it happen. And after that, late next year, I plan to do a lot of upgrades. I want to change the stock system out, because the brakes on this car are very finicky. I get a low brake fluid warning all the time, even though the fluid is full. And I'm just going to switch it out for a Bosch M5 system. I'm going to refresh this motor. This motor has a lot of miles on it. It was on the silver car. We took it out, put it in the black car. It's unopened, unmodified, just stock motor. We're going to get a couple sets of wheels, a new wing, and we're going to keep working on the aero as well. So a host of upgrades planned, but we gotta get it moving first. Like, we gotta do something first. We gotta get seat time and have a car that we can depend on. Like, when we show up at the track, we know it's going to function, and we know what we have under ourselves before we start upgrading. We gotta fix the problems first before we upgrade. We're not gonna just keep upgrading while the car's not running. That's not gonna happen. So anyways, we're planning on getting back out in the next month and seeing what she can do as she sits. She's got some newer tires than the last time we were out there. These tires were last run at Nationals in 2019. We do have a sticker set on another set of wheels, a sticker set of A7s. So those will come out in the right profile. So those will come out here pretty soon as well, probably at the next time trial event. And we're going to see what she can do, man. But I'm excited about what's ahead, and hope you guys are down to come and watch while we go back and redeem ourselves, take back what's rightfully ours. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We got some more videos coming with the dyno and everything. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll holler at you in the next video. Peace out.